Welcome to one of the most beautiful settings in college football. Husky Stadium sits on the banks of Lake Washington, nestled between the Cascades and the Olympic Mountains. Fans have arrived by land and sea. It doesn't get much better than this. We have a mid-season matchup of two teams that have earned top 25 rankings, so a good test for both teams with playoff implications on the line. As we'll see a team fresh and ready to go off a bye week, the Michigan Wolverines. Taking on the #1 team in the land, the Washington Huskies. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. I think we've talked long enough, Kirk. Let's get this game going. The Wolverines will kick this deep to start us off. Looks like he'll try to make a play with the return. And they've got the returner corralled. So the Washington Huskies offense begins this game backed up. That was not a good return. Here comes that star wide receiver with the swag that kind of rubs opponents the wrong way, Kirk, because he's saying, I don't care who you are, I'm going to embarrass you today.
Well, Chris, there's a rumor that this guy actually DMs the opposing corners before the game that he's going to go up against, as if to say, hey, it's going to be a long day for you today. But the wild thing is he actually comes out and single-handedly unravels defenses to the point that by the end, it looks like he's in the heads of the opposing secondary. You know, toss play just starts with the offensive line, whether or not they can set the edge on the outside, whether it's a tackle or a tight end in that same direction. If they do that, you're going to have positive yards. If you can't set that edge, play's going to blow up.
Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. Back to throw. It's Nunez. Quick throw, catch made on the out route. They bring him down, but not before he gains first down yardage.
Defense kind of lost the running back here. Makes a nice catch and gets the first down in the process.
Completion good for first down yardage for this offense.
Here we go.
Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. And a short pitch and catch to the tight end. They bring him down after a short gain there. That completion makes it second and medium. And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
And the defense smothers him for no gain.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
And the offense stays on the field. They're going to go for it on fourth down in their own territory. They tackle him at the 43, but that's enough for a first down.
Gutsy call here by this offense. Early in this game on a fourth down, they decide to go for it, and they come up with the first down to be able to move the sticks and keep this drive alive. The gutsy call pays off for the offense.
That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up second down.
Well, I'm a big fan of the RPO, but it is a dangerous play for the quarterback. You got to make the right decision. On this play, it just seemed like he was a little hesitant, unsure, and it cost him here with an incompletion.
The 8th play of this opening drive, but it's third and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Doesn't hold on. Good hit by the DB. Now it brings up fourth down.
Gosh, I just love to watch this defense fly around. Great job here on third down. Look at it. You're on the road. Things are going against you early in the game, and you block all of that out, and you're running around with confidence making plays.
And this will be fair caught at the 15. So Michigan's offense gets their first crack now. This wide receiver, Kirk, is so dynamic. It puts a lot of pressure on the corners, and frankly, the safeties are going to have to get involved in coverage today, right?
Yeah, the free safety is going to be tempted here to make plays, but this quarterback has a favorite target. He comes up with most of the 50-50 balls. Expect to see plenty of double coverage and help from this free safety today.
The game moves the ball to the 20-yard line.
Hat on a hat up front. Good job of opening up the holes. Anytime you can get positive yards on first down, that's a win.
Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. Makes a quick catch. Powering through. Defense finally brings him down, but a nice chunk play. Just underway, and this home crowd is fired up and ready to make a difference today. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Finds an open target on the left side. That's a big hit at the end, but they earned a fresh set of downs. And the Wolverines with 1st and 10 here. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. And he's got his man open downfield. Makes the first down, but pays a price. Big hit there at the end. A new set of downs after that completion. First down, looking to throw the ball. Receiver makes the catch. Tackle made at the 21, but this offense is in great position to add more points. Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. Looking to throw again. Down he goes. A sack.
Look at this. They turn him loose. He gets home for a sack for the Washington defense. Good call by the defensive coordinator. You think about it over the years, Chris, they've got some really good linebacker play that can get after the quarterback.
See if the offense can overcome that sack. 2nd and long. And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. From the pocket, delivers over the middle. And the ball to the ground. Defense falls on the ball. Crucial takeaway.
That's a great play by the defender who forced the fumble, but let's also recognize the heads-up play from the guy who recovered it. They're in the right place at just the right time.
And the Huskies offense is back out on the field. The last drive, they came up empty, had to kick it away. Can they come up with something here? They'll hand it off. The gain is 2 yards, so it's 2nd and 8.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. A tough situation with the offense. 3rd and long from their 25. Let's see if the defense brings some heat here. He'll hand it off. Fights off a defender. And he's brought down, but he does have enough for the first down.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks. More than enough for a first down.
Well, really good ball here by this quarterback to be able to pick up this first down. And hey, this guy is living up to the legacy of what Washington quarterback play has been for a number of years, going way back to Warren Moon and Mark Brunell, and more recently with Jake Browning, and, of course, the last couple years with Michael Penix.
They make the tackle, but that's an excellent gain. Moves the ball to the 33. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? To the air. It's Nunez. Quarterback escapes the pocket and takes off. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on first down. 2nd down play coming up. Off an RPO, the quarterback looks to his right. Touchdown, Huskies. Strong game by this quarterback.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
PAT is good, so it's 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. He'll return it from inside the 5. Solid job by the coverage team. They bring him down at the 16. And the Wolverines offense is back on the field. The last possession ended in a costly fumble in plus territory. They can't have another one of those here. It's a run. Running back's got it. The sophomore with a strong tackle there. Second down after that run on the previous play. They're going to run it here. That's a solid gain. Moves the ball out to the 28.
Of course they're going to pick up the first down by running the football. You think about Michigan, you think so many legacy, incredible backs that they've had over the years. Tim Biakabatuka and Tyrone Wheatley and Leroy Horde. Man, so many good backs have come through Ann Arbor.
Tackle's made, but not before he makes the 43-yard line. This drive is going now. And a player is down, injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout or they check him out. The Wolverines come to the line to set a fresh set of downs. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Breaks clear. End zone ahead. No stopping him. Takes it all the way. Touchdown, Wolverines.
Chris, how about that? A quick slant that goes for this many yards and a touchdown. That's what's so dangerous about this quarterback and wide receiver. Quarterback puts the ball right on the money, and by doing so, look at the receiver. Catches it in stride and has all that room to run after the catch for that touchdown.
And the Washington offense retakes the field here. The passing game was clicking beautifully in the last drive, right down for a touchdown. Let's see if they can do it again. They'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. They bring him down, but the drive has now reached the 35.
Good job by this Washington offense to be able to execute there and pick up this first down. And this back is starting to really show what he's all about, that combination of speed and power, living up to that lofty standards that Washington running backs have.
Running out of time in the pocket. Tackle behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Well, they don't block the defensive end and show some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. Defense is coming after him. Oh, and another incompletion.
I'd like the call here, 3rd down and long. You know they're going to apply pressure. The screen game almost works, but you've got to complete the pass for your guy to have a chance to turn upfield. It's a missed opportunity there on 3rd down and long.
And the Michigan offense back out on the field. They reached the end zone the last time out, trying to do the same thing here. It's a deep throw down the right sideline. And the pass is dropped. Would have a gain, but he couldn't hold on. So 2nd down after the incompletion. The shotgun running play call. Breaks loose at the 40. Finally brought down after a big gain. Moves the ball all the way to the plus 48.
There's nothing more that helps an offense than committing to that running game and popping an explosive run like this on the ground. Keeps the confidence of your offensive lineup. Same with your back. It helps everything else that you're doing as an offense in the rhythm. Now you can come back with some counters, try to take some shots off of play action, keep hammering away with that run game.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. This time it's complete. They make the tackle, but that pass creates a solid gain. That completion sets up a 3rd down play. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Junior steps up and makes an impact play. The Wolverines will have to kick this away. And he should be able to pin them back deep here with his first punt. And the kick angles out of bounds, so no return possible here. And the Washington offense heads back out onto the field. They were forced to punt last time. Can they get this offense going finally? Get some points out of this possession. The wide receiver coming in motion now. Off the play fake on first down. He'll take a deep shot here. The catch is made for a huge pickup. Forced out of bounds after a big gain. This offense set up for the first down. Fresh set of downs for the offense after that first down completion. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think they're going to run, maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
After the incompletion, they'll come to the line for a 3rd and 4. Quick throw misses his mark there, incomplete.
Hey, the good news is here, Chris, they're still in field goal range, and they didn't cost themselves any points, but they could have more. They've got to be thinking about going for this on 4th and short.
The offense already has one 4th down conversion. Can they do it for a 2nd time? The back's got it. And they pick up the first down, tackled at the 25.
I can't believe the call here by this offense. A lot of teams, they're not going to keep it on the ground in this situation. 4th and 1, 4th and inches is one thing. But they needed more than that here. And they line up and hit this defense right in the mouth and pick up a first down. Give a lot of credit to the big boys up front for making that happen. You talk about a confidence booster going forward.
Incomplete, so it's 2nd down and 10. Grab behind the line, it's Winston. Defense will make the stop, and what will probably be the final play of this opening quarter. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. And the pass is incomplete to wrap up an eventful first quarter. Let's check out the quarterback comparison here through the first quarter. We'll start off the 2nd quarter with a field goal attempt here. And the kick is good. Offense settles for 3 on the drive. So after the field goal, the kicker out there again to boot it away.
Oh, Chris, it's a nice kick here to polish off that drive with at least 3 points up on the board.
And the return starts just inside the end zone. To be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. And the Michigan offense comes back out on the field. The last time they were forced to punt it away. Can they get points out of this possession? First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Shotgun formation. Here's an inside give. Fights off a defender. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in 3rd down. What's the offense doing on 3rd down? But I think what's also important is how well do you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
And looking to throw now on first down. It's going to be a loss on the play. 4 set of bounds. Great play by the defense. Offense getting set. It's 2nd down. And the quarterback dropping back. Looks over the middle, and that's complete. And they bring him down after a solid gain, but it's still well short of the first down marker. Offense moving closer to the line to gain after that catch. Dropping back. We're going to throw for the first down. Deep ball is caught for a huge gain here. They could not stop him. He's in. Touchdown, Michigan.
Boy, great job here of finding him again. That's his 2nd touchdown reception of this football game.
The extra point makes it a 4-point game. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. And the kickoff goes out the back of the end zone, so a touchback. And the Washington offense is back out on the field now. They kicked a field goal in the last drive, looking for the end zone this time. First down here for this offense. Ball handed off. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. Handoff running right. Using a strong stiff arm. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down. And that run is good for first down yardage, a new set of downs for this offense. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. Second down after that run on the previous play. And here's the handoff. Powerful running here. Stopped right near midfield. It'll be a first down. This Washington offense is moving quickly down the field. Running game is working. They'll stick with it on first down. And the sophomore brought down after an excellent run.
Boy, how about that play, Chris? That thing just opened up. The back shot through there with great acceleration. What a pickup there on first down.
Washington getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
One back in the backfield, and he'll get the carry. And bulldozing his way through. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play. They trust the left side of that offensive line and come up with a huge play on the ground.
Yeah, your favorite, Chris, there. The old pin and pull there to the left side. Great blocking on the left side, able to create a great push. Nice crease, and the back found that with the vision and picks up some big yards for that first down.
And a player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check him out. Incompletion makes it second down. Keeping it on the ground here. Got space looking for the end zone here. Makes it across the goal line. Touchdown, Washington. Here's the point after attempt. And the PAT puts them up 3. Now they get set to kick it away. Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. And the Wolverines offense is back on the field. With a bit of my turn, your turn on the early going here. Both offenses scoring touchdowns the last possession. Handoff here from the shotgun. Moves the ball up to the 30.
It's a good, solid game. 5 or 6 yards. Love to see that from the running game.
Second down play coming up for this offense. Off play action. He's looking to throw. Oh, nearly picked off on a dangerous pass attempt there. Couldn't quite bring it in, but it brings up third down. See if the offense can move the chains with that incompletion. It's third down. Quarterback in the shotgun. And the junior able to get home with the sack. And the Wolverines will have to kick it away. And he'll kick it away now for the second time. Ball rolls dead, and the coverage team downs it right there. And the Huskies offense is back out on the field. On that last touchdown drive, they just pounded away with the ground game. Let's see if that formula works again. Minimal gain brought down short of the marker.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
Good enough for the first down to the 37. A running play gives the offense a fresh set of downs. Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff.
There's just not a whole lot of options here for this quarterback on the RPO. The defense, give them credit. They did a nice job of sniffing it out. I wouldn't be surprised if the quarterback is second-guessing that decision of giving it to the back instead of pulling that and either running it himself or maybe making a nice throw.
That run picks up first down yardage, a fresh set of downs for this offense. They're going to run it. Trucks through the defender. They tackle him. Looks like it's going to be just short of the marker, inches away. Come to the line for second down and very short now. And they'll try to pick it up on the ground. Tackle, but first down.
Boy, this guy is running hard today, right? I mean, you think about some of the backs that Washington's had. This guy's trying to say, hey, fellas, let me be added to that list of guys like Greg Lewis and Napoleon Kaufman and Chris Polk and Bishop Sankey and Myles Gaston.
So after the incompletion, it's second down. Incomplete. Very lucky to avoid an interception there.
I'm not sure the quarterback makes the right decision on this one. I think if he'd do it over again, he would have found a different target downfield, but he made his decision. That one's incomplete.
They'll run the option. The back's got it on the pitch. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
The defense was definitely not expecting the run here on this third down, Chris, and allowed the back to hit the hole with little resistance. You can't get away with that every time, but it paid off here.
Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
Nothing better than an offense on first down to be able to pick up big positive yards like that. You can either keep giving it to the back, or it can set up play action and get the defense to come up to the line of scrimmage, and you can throw it over top of it.
First and goal, handoff. And they finally bring him down at the 5. Offense really threatening now. Offense facing second and goal. Here's the handoff, testing the middle. Zero running route, stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
It's a nice play by this defense, and now you're thinking about third down and goal from around the 5-yard line. You got a real shot to come up with a stop here, whether they run it or throw it. You get a stop here, and maybe you hold them to 3 points.
And we're able to get him down.
Tell you what, for a tired defense that's been out on that field for a long time on this drive, what a stop there on third and goal. It brings us to fourth and goal. And
he runs it into the end zone. Touchdown, Huskies.
I think they completely caught this defense off guard. Fourth down and goal, I think everybody thinks the quarterback's going to have the ability to run or throw it. Instead, they run the football in here, and they somehow get this touchdown.
And they tack on the extra point. He'll bring it out from his end zone. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. And the Michigan offense back out on the field. They're coming off a 3-and-out, looking to produce a positive drive here. He hands it off from the gun. In the clear at the 25. He'll earn the first down, but pay for it with a hard hit.
How about setting the edge there on the right side of that offensive line? I wouldn't be surprised if they keep going back to the well, pounding it behind that right guard and right tackle and tight end, seeing what additional damage they can do.
And it's incomplete. Even on a first down throw, he was under some heavy pressure. Second down here. Time for one more play before the 2-minute warning. Second down, we're going to throw it. That's the 2-minute warning. Let's see if this offense can do something before the break to cut into this big lead. Promising start with the drive, but now 2 incompletions sets up a 3rd and 10. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. And he finds a wide-open receiver. They forgot about him downfield. And this offense picks up the first down. They tackle him at the 44. DB's looking to jam the receivers at the snap. Looking to throw it on first down. Here's a wide open receiver, complete. They're not going to get him. He's in. Touchdown, Wolverines.
Love to watch this quarterback go out and execute in this kind of situation. He's doing a great job of ignoring the scoreboard and feeling a sense of pressure to have to play with more urgency. Right now, he's executing. We're only in the second quarter. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
And that kick will just bound into the end zone for a touchback. And the Washington offense retakes the field here. The last possession was just old school power football. Let's see if they can keep that going here. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. Here's the second down play. And there's the handoff. Tackle made at the 41. It's a nice gain. They're getting closer to the 50.
Well, just a great play by the running back here. Just finding his lanes and exploding through the gap when it opened up.
Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. The Salk were able to bring him down quickly.
With the defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Thrown quickly, caught in the right flat. Defense makes the stop very close to a first down. Offense trying to move in the scoring position if they could convert third and short here from the 50. And they pick up the first on the ground. They get him down, but the gain moves the ball to the plus 40.
Boy, Chris, you cannot overstate how big of a conversion this was to be able to pick this up on the ground. Yeah, the offense still has the lead, but you can just feel the defense having all the momentum with the points they've been able to compile. And that run right there picks up the first down and can kind of settle things down a bit.
Offense getting set. Second down play here. To throw, it's Nunez. Receiver makes the grab, and the defense swarms not much of a gain on that completion. And now the offense will call a timeout here. Something they didn't like about what they saw there. Wanted to make an adjustment before this critical down. Seventh play of the drive coming up. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. Looking to set up a screen pass here. Finding space at the 20. Poor set of bounds, but a nice gain there. And the offense will have a first and goal.
Well, that's exactly why you dial up a screen. The defense is over-committing to the pass rush and trying to apply pressure on the quarterback. Great execution, plenty of space available, and, man, he had a convoy downfield to help him pick up big yards.
So the offense takes the field in the final seconds of the half. Chance for just a couple more play. Fights his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. They'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT. And the extra point gives them a double-digit lead. So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. He's going to try for a return from a couple of yards deep in the end zone. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. So it's first down, but they just kneel down before halftime here. Looks like the offense content to run the clock out here and go to halftime. Talk about the second half. Minute's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it down to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. The Huskies will kick this away to begin the second half. So it'll be a touchback, ball spotted at the 25. And the Michigan offense comes back out on the field. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Not enough on that one. It falls incomplete.
That's a misfire there, Chris. This passing game has got to be able to get into sync and find a rhythm.
And they'll run it out of the shotgun. Breaking free at the 35. That picks up a first down. We'll spot it at the 39.
Well, this is exactly where you find out what you're made of as a team. When you're trailing coming out of the half, how do you respond? Well, we know how this running back's going to respond. What a statement to get this second half started.
Falls incomplete, broken up by the defender nicely that time.
Just a great play on the ball by the defensive back, getting a hand on it and tipping it up into the air. Boy, anytime you see a tip go up, often that defense is thinking, interception. This one falls to the ground. But the next tip ball could be going the other way.
Third down, the offense desperately needs a conversion here, trailing in the third quarter. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. Short throw to the back, caught behind the line of scrimmage. They've got him, but that completion good enough for first down yardage. The Wolverines churn out another first down. It's a quarterback keeper. Gets the first and still running. They make the tackle, but that's a solid gain. Moves the ball to the 34. The Wolverines will have first and 10 here. The shotgun handoff here. A gain of 2 yards. Now it's second down and 8.
Hey, it's a great job of this defense containing the running game. But if I'm calling the plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance. So throwing and running is essential. Stick with it.
Oh, and he's in the clear now. It's a foot race. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan. That's a crucial score. Let's see if they can build momentum and complete this comeback.
Well, I know they're still trailing, but that score is a great first step in trying to break down this lead. You don't want to leave it all to the fourth quarter when the pressure really intensifies and you have limited time.
The kickoff will bounce right through the end zone for a touchback. And the Washington offense heads back out on the field, trying to build on a beautiful, balanced touchdown drive last time they had it. The gain is 3 yards, so second and 7.
That's exactly what you want to see as a play caller. You get positive yards to be able to kind of keep you on schedule as a play caller. That's all you can ask for. Good job up front and a nice run.
Pitch play to the back. He'll be stopped for a loss on the play. The defense all over the option that time. Offense facing a third and long from the 25. What's the call going to be? The back's got it again. He's not going to get the first down. It's fourth down now. Offense is going to roll the dice and go for it inside their own 40. Here we go on fourth down. And it's good for a first down to the 36.
Yeah, that is a gutsy call to go for it on fourth down in your own territory. But you can see that this coach is confident in his offense and going to their go-to plays that they call up specifically for these situations.
First down. They're going to throw the football. That's the running back who makes the catch across the middle. They stop him after a short gain. It's not a first down.
One thing I love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
Second down after that short completion.
6-9-1, Gators score.
Dropping back, it's Nunez. Catch made on the right side. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down.
Great conversion here for this Washington offense and another first down. And I'll tell you, this guy's living up to the expectations of a Washington quarterback. They've had some great play out of that position over the years.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive. He'll hand it off. Runs right over the defender.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave him a chance at a really nice gain.
Now here's the toss play. Tackle made, but the gain moves the ball to the 30.
Go with the toss play here to the left side. Let's give credit to the guys up front, the offensive line. Center, guard, tackle, they seal the edge. I love seeing the receiver's willingness to be a part of that, and a good job of blocking downfield. Otherwise, that play cannot be spilled out of the backfield and into the open field. So everyone handled their responsibilities perfectly to pick up some nice yards.
Well, he finally goes out of bounds down inside the 10, but that play sets up this offense in good scoring position.
It sure does. What a great play of creating momentum for this offense. Now you want to see if they give this back a chance to put it into the end zone now that they're first and goal.
And they've got him. Coming up, second down and goal. And off inside, looking for the touchdown. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Huskies. So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT.
Well, that's an example right there of what vision and patience and ability can do for a running back. He was on a mission to get into the end zone, and really, he made it look easy.
Kickoff team on the field getting set now. Return starts from inside the 5. Makes it to the 16. That's good coverage there. And the Wolverines offense is back on the field. They were able to punch it in the end zone last time, looking to do the same thing here to see if the defense can make adjustments. Off the play fake, looking to throw on first down. And the defender gets a hand in there to break the pass up.
Some players just have a real knack for timing their jump, and that defender was able to get a big paw on the ball and bat it away.
Getting set. Here's second down. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. Running back grabs it on a screen. They never had a chance. Tackle in the backfield. And wow, listen to this crowd noise. This stadium is vibrating. That's why this is such a tough place for visitors to play. Looking to make a play deep downfield. That deep shot is caught for a big gain. Potentially a touchdown-saving tackle, but not before a long completion. And the Wolverines will line up on first and 10. Here's the handoff. Picks up 2, so it's second and 8. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. Runner finding some space there. That's a solid gain on the ground. And the crowd coming to life here, trying to help this defense down in the red zone. Quick throw caught over the middle. They bring him down, but the game sets up the offense first and goal from the 10. The Wolverines come to the line with first and goal. Keep it on the ground on first and goal. He's got a lane. Can he make the end zone? And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Wolverines. Kirk, they were backed up to start the drive, but some bold play calling, great execution, and they reach the end zone.
You know, it's easy to just kind of pull your horns in and get conservative when you're pushed way back close to your own goal line, but not this offense. They came out, showed the confidence that they have in their quarterback, and it paid off. Nice touchdown.
And the deep kick will sail out the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the Washington offense is back out on the field now. In that last touchdown drive, they just pounded away with the running game. Let's see if they can do it again. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up second down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out the punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, he's unable to hold on to the football.
And the player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check him out. So it's third and long from the 29. Defense figures to bring pressure here. And the single back takes the handoff. That's a good effort on the run, but the defense stops him just short of the marker. Fourth down now. The offense with a major gamble here, going for it inside their own 40. On fourth down, they'll try and run for it. He's stopped, but he gets a first down.
Trends show guys that are continuing to go for it on fourth down. But what's crazy to me, Chris, is deep in your own territory to go for it on fourth down. It's a big risk, but it pays off here.
Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. Important second down play coming up. Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. Nothing doing in that play. The big D tackle there for the stop.
Well, the defensive line does their job eating up those double teams, freeing up the backers to make the play.
Offense gets set up here. It's third down. Can he make it to the marker? Stop at the 43. This offense picks up another first down.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do that.
Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down. Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. Tackled, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. And the Huskies looking to take advantage of the red zone trip here. There's the handoff. Ball carrier brought down at the 4. Offense in great scoring position here. So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. And the single back takes the handoff. Couldn't quite get in, but they're knocking on the door at the 1.
Well, it's a nice job up front by the offensive line, but give the running back an assist for setting those blocks up before he's able to get downfield for the first down.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Washington. But they'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT. The extra point makes it a 10-point game. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee and to bring the football to the 25-yard line. And the Michigan offense back out on the field. This has been a fun offensive showdown, back and forth. Who's going to get the ball last and win it? On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Quarterback finds an open target on the left side.
Boy, they love going to this guy in the slot, don't they? What a mismatch inside. He reels in another one. This guy's automatic.
Offense getting set up. Here's second down. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. And is intercepted. He's got some room and some blockers here. And he's wrapped up after a solid return.
Boy, would this quarterback love to have this one back. They're trying to work themselves back into this game here in the second half. And the defense comes up with a big turnover that could be the nail in the coffin.
Here's an easy completion to the back out of the backfield. Runner scoots out of bounds after gaining decent yards.
Now the running back that time just kind of sneaks out of the backfield and shows his hands on that nice catch.
A completion sets up a second down play. He'll throw it now. It's a short completion at the tight end. A big hit by the linebacker, able to knock him down. So now it's 3rd and short from the 23. Potential 4-down territory. Let's see what the 3rd down call is. Fighting for yardage, but the defense stops him just short of that 1st down marker. Now passing the field goal attempt. The offense on the field going for it on 4th down. And as we take a break, take a quick look at how the national rankings stack up in the chase for those playoff positions. One quarter to go. Let's see if this sets up as a classic finish. They need a yard here on 4th down to keep this drive alive. And the running back takes the handoff. He'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage.
What a shock, right? I mean, this guy once again gets his hands on the football, and great things seem to happen. He's over 120 yards on the day, and it's really been a combination of his vision and speed, along with really dominant offensive line play.
On 1st down, it's play action. Grab made by the tight end. He's tackled, but down at the 9-yard line. Defense getting pushed around. So here comes 2nd down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. They'll try the ground game here with the running back. Touchdown, Huskies. This offense cannot be stopped.
Chris, we get so caught up in this era of the spread, of throwing the football, and the quarterback and the receivers. This is a great example of the value of having a running back that has a nose for the end zone and can take it in for a touchdown.
Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. He's going to return it from near the goal line. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. And the Michigan offense comes back out on the field. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. Offense out there for the first play of this drive from the 18. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Quick completion to the tight end. A huge hit by the linebacker. A collision of big bodies there.
I really like what this defensive coordinator is doing right now. He's got a nice lead. Just sit back. The most important thing is tackling this offense inbounds so that clock will keep ticking.
Not able to hook up there. Incomplete. They come to the line. A long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Drops back, needing a third down completion here. And that's incomplete. They weren't afraid to let it fly, but it brings up a fourth down.
Now, that's not what you want to see as an offense when you're trailing late in the football game. An incompletion on third down and long. It's a bit of a risk, but with that clock looking the way it looks right now, I think you got to go for it here and hope to convert on fourth and long.
And he's swarmed by the pass rush. A sack to end this drive. Injured after that last play. We'll take a time. Check him out. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Off the play fake, looking to throw. Fires it to the wideout. Oh, downfield catch made on the left side. And he's run out after a big gain. The offense will be set up with a first down and goal. The Huskies line up with a first and goal.
Here we go.
Receiver makes the catch. Touchdown, Washington. And this one is getting ugly. We had a short field. The offense did exactly what they're supposed to do. That would have been a big ask for the defense there, Kurt.
Absolutely. But when you're given that kind of field position, anything less than a touchdown would be a disappointment. They did exactly what they needed to do by capitalizing on that short field.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT. And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team.
And the Michigan offense will take over.
And the Wolverines offense is back on the field. Remember, last time they went for it on 4th down and got stopped, and the opponent went right down the field. See if they can recover from that here. And the first play of the drive now coming up from the 17-yard line. 1st down, looking to throw the ball. And he floats this pass deep down the right side. Aggressive call, a deep shot on 1st down, but incomplete.
Well, they don't connect here, but this is what you have to do. It's late in the game. You need points. You're behind. You got to take some shots. I'd go right back to it, try to find a matchup, and go to one of your receivers that can make a play for you.
See what the call is on 1st and 10.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
The completion makes it 2nd down. Look at it, chuck it again. Lets it go quickly. Makes the catch downfield. Brought down, but crosses midfield to the 46. The Wolverines pick up enough yardage to get a fresh set of downs.
And that's a 1st down for the offense.
On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Looking for the wide out. Looks downfield and connects with a wide open wide receiver. Touchdown, Michigan. This quarterback on fire today.
The key to me in this is the quarterback gets the ball out of his hands early. Allows the receiver to run underneath that deep ball on that post route for a beautiful touchdown.
Now a 2-point conversion attempt coming up.
Here we go.
Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. And he's got it. So they convert the 2-point conversion, get it back to a 2-score game to keep their slim hopes alive. And here's the return from inside the 5. And the returner brought down by the coverage team. And the Huskies offense is back out on the field. This group has been clicking. They've really built momentum. And the defense make adjustments. Come up with a stop here. They'll tackle him right at the 25-yard line.
Well, let's see how these guys do here. Kind of in that 4-minute offense mode where they're trying to work as much clock as they can on this drive, working with the lead. Still want to be balanced as best you can, but the important thing is picking up 1st downs, keeping the ball in bounds, and keep working that clock.
And he's brought down, but not before he gets 1st down yardage. A running play gives the offense a fresh set of downs.
Hey, you got to do what you got to do. You got to rely on that offensive line in the running game here to be able to secure a victory. Good call, and just keep working that clock.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Single back, takes the handoff. There's the tackle, but 1st down yardage.
Boy, this offense's execution has been on point all game long, but especially in this 4th quarter. They're getting better and better, and this defense seems to have just quit out there.
Washington getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Ball handed off. Able to fight for a decent gain here in that running play.
You're starting to see this defense, I think, wear down now that we're in the 4th quarter. It's been a tough day for them, and the offense is taking advantage of it. A lot of positive plays. Good job of eating as much clock as they can here on this drive in the 4th quarter.
Fighting off the defender. Ball carrier heads out of bounds, but the pickup is good enough to move the chains. 1st down.
You know, sometimes, Chris, we get caught up in the speed and the quickness, and obviously those are important assets to have as a running back. But what you just saw from this guy, and he's had a pretty good day, is his ability to break tackles in the open space. And he gets through those arm tackles. You can see what he's capable of doing after being able to shake free with the speed that he has.
They continue to pound away on the ground. Ranks up a 1st and 10. And now the handoff. And the defense able to stop him at the 2.
Love those positive yards on 1st and 10, and it's not quite a 1st down. Looks like it'll bring 2nd and inches.
Touchdown, Huskies. Stretching the lead. This one is getting ugly. The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. And he takes this from inside the 5. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. And the Michigan offense back out on the field. And looking to throw now on first down. Caught near the sideline, but just a short gain. And he's out of bounds after gaining decent yardage. Pass complete. It's second down now. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. And with nobody open, he chooses to just throw it away.
Chris, on this play, he has nobody open. It's better than taking a sack. He doesn't get intentional grounding because where he threw it, there was an intended receiver. I think there's no harm, no foul here.
And he'll drop back here on third down. That pass is caught. And they wrap him up, but the gain is good enough for a first down. A new set of downs after that completion. Looking to throw it on first down. Looks downfield and finds a receiver who worked his way wide open. They bring him down, but a solid gain there on first down. Looks to be just inches short of the marker.
Offensively, you get to the fourth quarter, you're down in a game, you're thinking about vertical shots and getting out of bounds to try to stop the clock. If I'm a defensive coordinator, I'll give that up all game long. Short little routes, tackling them inbounds. Let's keep that clock moving.
Looking to throw yet again. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. They make the tackle, but not for a solid gain on that pass.
Boy, this receiver in the slot is giving this defense all kinds of problems. He has another catch on the day. You may want to adjust out, get out of your base, maybe try 5 or 6 defensive backs on the field. Somebody that can match up more athletically against this slot receiver.
On first and 10, looking to throw. Cannot escape him. Down he goes. And the Wolverines will come to the line to crank up the tempo.
And just like that, you squeeze the life out of this offense. That's another sack by this defense. They have been in that backfield the entire game, and a big reason why these guys are enjoying a lead.
Tackle made at the 24-yard line. This offense really threatening now. First down play call. How aggressive will it be?
Well, it's so easy to get caught up on the receivers and the quarterback, and your eyes get lost. You forget about the running back.
And the sophomores got him for a sack. Long march continues. Offense pushing the ball down the field.
Chris, I'm really surprised by the way this game has turned out. That's another sack by this defense. They've done such a great job of preparing a plan to get ready for one of the top quarterbacks in the country. They've kept him out of sync, applied pressure, and a big part of the reason they're enjoying this lead right now.
The 11th play of this marathon drive, but it's third and long now. Offense looking to throw the ball. Looks to the left. Pass caught.
Great job here by the defense. Third down and long. You drop back in coverage, keep everything in front of you, force that quarterback to have to check the ball down, and then you rally to the football to force this fourth down. Great job here by the D.
And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. Intercepted in the end zone. That's a potential game changer, the pick and the big return. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. First down here, the offense has time for one more play before the 2-minute warning. Here's the option play. He'll toss it to the back. Gets some space around the 30. Brought down after a big gain and a first down. Defense, no answer for the option that time. A running play gives the offense a fresh set of downs. And they'll keep it on the ground, trying to run some clock. Using this stiff arm to gain space. And he's in the clear down the right side. End zone ahead. Touchdown, Washington. To stretch the lead, the route is on.
What a long run for the touchdown. I don't know if this defense was caught sleeping or walking in mud. I can't pick which one. Maybe it's both, because the running back just went right by them so easily for the big gain and a big-time score.
Fields it just outside the goal line. Solid job by the coverage team. They bring him down at the 16. First down here for this offense. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Football knocked loose in the backfield. Defense jumps on the ball. It's a turnover.
How about this defense flying in there trying to get their hat on the ball? They do, and they're able to pounce on it for a big turnover.
And the Washington offense retakes the field here. And this whole crowd ready to celebrate a very satisfying home victory. They stop them after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4.
Just another example of this offense, Chris, doing pretty much whatever they want to do. They've been able to run the football. Offensive lines held their own in pass protection. Quarterbacks had an outstanding day. You add all that up, it's a big reason why they're up by such a wide margin.
He steps out of bounds, but more than enough yardage to set up 1st and goal. And the Huskies will line up now. It's 1st and goal. Play action here on 1st down. Catch made on the left side, but the play loses yardage. Very tough 2nd down coming up now.
Just a tremendous play here by the corner. The offense completes the pass, but the corner comes up, makes a nice form tackle while driving that receiver back in the process.
They'll try to power it in right up the middle. The sophomore with a strong tackle there. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out.
Okay, ready?
Gain sets up a 3rd down and goal from the 6.
Lizzie. 29.
Receiver makes the grab. Touchdown, Huskies. And the route is on.
That's another touchdown for these guys. Man, they have had a day that you dream about, whether it's the quarterback, the running back, the receivers, the offensive line. The entire unit has been dominant.
And he knocks through the PAT. Getting set to kick the ball off now.
Michigan, 43.
He'll return it from inside the 5. Stop at the 22. That's pretty solid coverage there. And the Michigan offense comes back out on the field. They need a miracle. A couple of them here in the last couple minutes. Down big. Bringing pressure. And a sophomore making an impact play.
It is a sack party out there for this defense. Everything going their way. You know that this offense is going to try to throw the football down by such a big margin late in the game. And this defensive line is bringing the heat. They come up with another sack.
So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. 3rd and long. Oh, and he's in the clear down the left side. Can they catch him? Inside the 10. And he takes it all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Wolverines.
You know, the most impressive thing to me, Chris, I mean, they're not going to win this football game. I love that they're still fighting. I think that tells you a lot about this team, the character, the culture, the way they're coached. It's not their day, but I'm just impressed that they're still battling out there.
Now the important point after attempt. And it's up and good.
The kick is good. That makes the score. Washington, 80. Michigan, 50.
Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. And the Washington offense heads back out on the field. Shouldn't make a huge difference here, but the defense does have 2 timeouts remaining. Looking to pass, it's Nunez. He'll take a deep shot. That one is incomplete. Took a downfield shot on 1st down, but missed it.
Most offensive coaches, they're going to be happy taking those 50-50 shots against man. But I'm curious to see if they're going to test this defensive back again because of the excellent coverage he's having out there.
Look at this. He'll go deep again. Catch made all the way down inside the 35. Touchdown, Washington. And the beatdown continues.
Coaches love to see a football team that doesn't get caught up in the scoreboard. They're just out executing and doing what needs to be done. That's what we're seeing from this offense. Yeah, they continue to put points on the board and they're pulling away. I just love to see the execution and how they're going about their business.
The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. Return starts from inside the 5. Returner tackled right there. That's what will start the drive. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Here's the snap, looking to throw. And the clock winding down. They'll take a deep shot. And he throws his 3rd interception of the day. Well, here we are, midpoint of the season, and this group is still marching along undefeated, chasing a perfect record and getting a lot of attention, Kirk, at this point.
Well, they're as good as anybody that we've seen all year long in college football. They are headed towards that college football playoff and a shot at a national championship. Now, the thing is, they just need to remain focused on each week that lies ahead of them. If they're able to do that, we've got a dangerous football team here.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here.